This is how you use the suffix and prefix. And print my string dot lowercase string, lowercase. See the result. Uppercase, capitalized. These are the two different methods. Lowercase is one method, uppercase is one method, capitalized is not a method. We are not using parenthesis. See what exactly the capitalized is. You can also check here. It is variable. What is V stands for? Let's see. Oops. Not sure what exactly. It is actually a property. It is computed property. Yes. Let's print the results. Let's see. What you need to do is you simply has to go inside the string class and see what are the different methods it has, and if it is instance method, how to call this. If it is class method, how to call that. Class methods, you need to use the class name dot method name. For instance methods, you need to use the instance name, that is object dot method name. See the results here. Number of characters in this string is 25, and then we are checking whether it is empty or not. It is not empty, so this block is not executed. My string is Sai Kiran here. I'm checking for Sai is having the prefix or not. So it is printed. It should printed. My string has Sai as prefix. Suffix. Suffix. Kiran has suffix or not. It is suffix is Kiran. So this should be printed. My string has Kiran as suffix. And lowercase means if you see I'm having capital camel case here. Lowercase means everything becomes lowercase. Uppercase means everything is upper. Capitalized means capital camel case. Every word first character is capital. And let me create two more. Where password user entered password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Where confirm password. For user, we can give two input fields for entering password and confirm password. When those two are entered, we need to check them, right? Password and double equal to confirm password. If these two are same, we can save the password. Password successfully. Else, if password and confirm password are not matching, inputs are not matching. This is where exactly we use double equal to. And my string where I write. See what are the other methods it has. Let's say where first name I'm having BN, where last name ready. I want to add these two names, that full name equal to first name plus last name, or else let full name equal to first name dot append. Here we are having variety of methods for the append. I want to append the string. I want to pass the have the input argument as last name, that is string. So I'm taking this instead of dollars. Here also appending string, it is expecting a string. Here also it is expecting a string, but I want to give us last name here. These two results are same. Full name as well as first name. Here, what is this? Simply printed first name of this printed into. See, constant fn inferred. Okay, it is not. It is empty actually. It is empty. What we did? First name equal to first name dot append, right? See the what exactly the append method is. Is append method returning anything? Append method is not returning anything. So it is printed nothing. Here the concept of mutability comes into picture. This is full name. Full name is DNRD is printed. Second full name is empty because this method is not returning anything. So it saved nothing. So nothing is printed. Here the warning if you see constant fn infer to have type empty, which may be unexpected. This is not required. The append method is not returning anything. Since it is not returning anything, you should not have any variable. You don't need any variable to hold the result which is empty. That is what it says. Now I'll just print first name here and see the result. I'm not printing full name, I'm just printing first name. I'm printing first name. What is first name? DN. See the difference. But we got DN ready. It's supposed to be DN. This is the magic of append method. What the append method does, in the first name itself, the last name is added. So now the first name became first name plus last name. That is why it is printing DN ready. There is a concept of mutability and immutability. Immutable in the sense, those are constants. Mutability means those are variables. Whenever you try to perform any operation on mutable object, the object itself gets changed. The object itself gets changed. One more example, what we can see. So, first name dot string appending string. Appending string. If you see append is not having any data type, append that is not having. this method appending. Append, we are expecting a string here and give last name. Now I am printing first name. You can see the difference here clearly. The difference between mutable method and immutable method. Mutable methods will not return anything because the given objects on top of which we are calling that method, the object itself gets changed with the latest value. If you see last two statements, last two output statements, this is one output, this is another output. Here first name, we are appending last name. Then the result what we are expecting is DN ready, but the result is DN only. Here we are expecting DN ready. The result is DN ready. The difference between append and appending is here. The append is not returning anything on top of which object we call that method. That object is getting changed. If you see, there is no output argument. There is no red type actually. If you see appending, there is a red type of string. I'll show you here itself. First name dot appending string protocol, right? Appending string, it is returning string. If you want to have the modified value, you have to store that, otherwise you will not get that result. You have to store the result. Previously, we have not stored the result. Now we will get the same output, DN ready. And see what other methods it has. First name dot later full name. They get the map dot ready. I have to get first name and last name out of it. So what we need to do? We need to break the name into two pieces with space. Let first name equal to full name dot split to a writing method, which is expecting character it is expecting, and which is returning substring. Second method, which is expecting character again. What we want is we want to get a array of strings as output. Components separated by character. You see the output. It is array. It is returning array. First is first name, last is last name. Basically, I am dividing this string by space so that you will get two strings in the form of array. I am taking first index as first name, last index as last name. Like this, there are many methods in string class. Based upon our requirements, we go inside the string class and use them. or else when you specify simply when you simply type string object dot, then you will see all the options. What are the different methods it has and what are the different properties it has? You can see there and all those things. Here if you see, Devendranath is the first name, Reddy is the last name. These two are printed. And see if there are any useful methods. Append we have seen. To append a single character, we use this. Append contents of two strings. Append the contents of new element of substring. Sequence again it is string. Count we can check number of characters in a string. Description, distance, input, end index, as suffix, as prefix is important. You can insert in between if you want. You can try that. It is a little tricky. You try and let me know. Please send me that on WhatsApp. Is empty, lowercase, and this is not equal. Make it better. Remove all to remove the complete string. Remove subrange to remove some part of the string. Start index, we have already seen end index. Uppercase, we have seen. Append new element, append new string protocol. Contains string, this is important. Let's say I'm having student names is array of strings. This is how we declare array. We'll see arrays in detail. Let's say I'm having some sort of names. I just want to identify how many students' names contains Sai. How to check that? For a name in students, get a name if a name dot contains is one thing. We have seen has suffix, has prefix. Those checks only are the beginning and ending. Now I want to check the complete string. Where counter equal to 0, counter plus equal to 1, counter Sai in their name. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 1, 2, 3 out of 5 students, 3 students are having a Sai in their name. This is how you use the contains. And full name dot. See other options what we have. Uppercase with suffix. Split, we are having split. Sorted, we are having, I don't know what exactly it does. You can check that. Smallest encoding, reversed, we are having reversed string. Reversed just simply gives you the characters, and reversed it is giving reversed collection of generic string. Replace occurrence of string, this is important. What I want is, I want to replace some string here. I'm having the BM ready, right? Full name, replace occurrence of string. Devendranath. If it has Devendranath, I want to convert that everything into Surendranath. Wherever I find Devendranath, I want to convert into Surendranath. One example is, if you see in records of government, today is the Prime Minister is Narendra Modi. Later, let's say after 5 years, Rahul Gandhi is Prime Minister. So what they have to do, they have to change wherever Narendra Modi existing, they want to convert that into the Rahul Gandhi. Then they'll perform this operation. Wherever Narendra Modi existing place Gandhi, so the entire records will be changed. This is how you use the replace occurrences. Full name dot. Yeah, we have already covered what are the most required methods. You can check all these methods again and see if there is any required method and try to execute that and see the results. What we can do is the assignment also can do it very regularly. Assignment. How to remove first 10 characters. Middle of a string. I want to remove from index 10 to 15. How to do that? How to replace a character with other character? How to insert a string middle of the string. These are the assignments you guys can perform. This method we have not seen intentionally, but you can check. Even these 4 methods we haven't seen in previous class. You have to play with the ranges. You need to pass the range. To pass the range, you need to construct a range object or range object you have to construct and pass that and you get the result.